Hey, what's up guys? So I just got back from my first training swim of the year. It's been, I think, a few years since I did the Ironman 70.3 with a mate of mine. Over here I have got swimming gear for the race, and in my bag I'm going to show you guys what I took to training. I've got the Road to Ultra, which is basically the progression and the training and everything up until the Ultra Trail race that I'm racing in November. And then I have kind of come to the decision with a good mate of mine that we've done the 70.3 a few years ago. We now want to try the full Ironman. So we're going to enter that in, I think it's in March next year. So our training officially began today. We kind of got in the pool. We're going to follow a 6-month program, which I'll show you guys as well eventually. And the 6-month program basically starts with 2 rides, 2 swims and 2 runs every day. We are now 7 months out, so we're using this month just to kind of get back in the pool, see what it feels like. It has been a hell of a long time. Get our gear together and get comfortable with cycling and stuff again. I've been doing a lot of running, but I've been doing no swimming since. And it was quite a struggle getting into swimming for me in the first place. I don't really love swimming in the sea, and I didn't feel comfortable in the water and stuff like that. So swimming for me was quite a mission. I can obviously swim. I could swim like a few lengths and I'm fine with going under the water. I swam a lot as a kid, but I never did anything really competitive. And when you get gassed and out of breath and your breathing is interrupted in the pool and stuff like that, it's very difficult at first to kind of learn, or at least it was for me. So enough rambling, jumping into it. What I'm going to do in this series is make this series all about triathlon. So this is going to be a 3-part video basically just on gear. So over here we have the gear that I took with me this morning to swim. This is what I usually have in my bag for training. And over here I have 2 additional pieces of kit that I take for racing. I did the 70.3, I've done the ITU here in Cape Town, which was like more of a short course, which I really enjoyed. And I've done some other smaller little triathlons. So I'll go through this gear with you guys. This first video will be based on the swim. Then what I'll do is I'll make a second part of the video, and that video will be based on the cycle. And as triathlons go, the final video, or part 3, will be based on the run. So this is going to cover the gears. I'll cover my training in a few other videos. I'll cover the 6 months plan. I'm going to go through my nutrition, tracking my macros, cutting weight. There's a lot of stuff that I can teach you guys and show you. So I'm looking quite forward to it. Fitness has been a passion of mine for a long time, and this is kind of a way of having a channel, learning about videography and photography and stuff, which I really enjoy a lot, and kind of providing useful information on this channel. So over here we've got these Speedo flippers, but I found these pretty durable and I've used them for a few years. The pool boy. This mate of mine and I have decided to start leaving this at home in the beginning. This basically goes in between your legs, the big piece at the back, and that piece is up against the top of the water as you're swimming along in that direction. This is basically like a flotation device, so it allows you to basically lock your legs and not kick and just use your upper body. And I find once I've kind of gone through drills with a coach and I've kind of learned a bit more and I'm comfortable in the water and I've got my breathing down and I've got my endurance and my fitness up, and I just want to get some like base miles like running and cycling. So I want kind of easy miles. I'm trying to aim for distance rather than technique and stuff, and this is a really handy tool to use because your legs, like with triathlon when you're wearing a wetsuit, your legs aren't going to kick furiously. You're going to try and save them depending on how you're racing and stuff for the cycle and for the run. So this allows you to use your upper body. It's a great tool, but I found that I was relying on it as like a crutch and basically taking it along, and after a few lengths I would be a bit tired and I'd be like, okay, well, let's do a pool boy session. And I would get the distance which I was targeted, and the swim was good. The 70.3 swim, I'm not sure what my time was, but for someone coming from a non-swimming background and not doing a lot of swimming and not feeling comfortable breathing in the water, the swim was really, really cool. And that was in, I think it was in East London in South Africa. That was the sea swim. So I found all the tools that I used and the training that I did, and I had a coach at the gym, my local gym down here. All of that stuff did really well, but this time around I'm going to build up my strength and my fitness and my technique first again, and then I'm going to use this to get distance at a later stage rather than using this to kind of help me along. Usually swimming cap, this is just one they gave me at the Discovery Triathlon. This was I think this was the ITU. Yeah, this was the ITU, the Discovery Triathlon. It was actually in Greenpoint here in Cape Town, and you get a large variety of swimming caps. These silicone ones tend to not pull your hair, and if you look after them and wash them afterwards just to get the salt water and the chlorine and stuff off them, they last quite a pretty long time. There's nothing much to say except check what colors you have. They do like a lime green, they do this orange, and there's a whole, obviously depending on what race you have to wear a specific color. They like you to wear a specific color. If something happens to you in the water and you sink to the bottom, then this color is going to stick out the most, as opposed to when you're wearing like a black cap or a white cap for training, which I usually do if I'm swimming in the pool at the gym. Then these I actually bought for the race. These are by Orca, the Killer 180. I actually wore them today because I've got another 2 cheaper pairs that aren't in my bag that actually are quite scratched up. I never kept them in a case or anything. These come in quite a nice little case, which is awesome. They are pricier, hence I bought them right at the end before the race, and I made sure to get used to them and stuff. They are a really awesome pair of goggles. You know what, you're going to be in the water for quite a while if you're swimming even the 70.3 or the full 70.3 was 1.9k, and it's 3.6 for the full, and these are really cool. They've got really soft eye cups at the top here. I don't know how much you guys can see of this, but I will take pictures and pop them up. They are super comfortable for training, super comfortable for swimming, and I don't find the tinted glass to be too much, although you might for indoor. I think they're absolutely fine for indoor use as well in the pool, and I pretty much use them all year round, indoor and outdoor. You do get clear ones that you can use if you do struggle with seeing in the pool, and you just want nothing tinted or nothing basically to block light or sunlight or anything. Johnson's baby shampoo. It's been a while since I had seen this stuff, since I was a little kid. But your goggles fog up all the time when you're swimming in the pool, and the more you touch them with your skin, the oils on your skin get on the lenses, so basically just keep away from the inside of the goggles. But this Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, our coach actually put us onto it, and I'm sure loads of swimming people and coaches and stuff know this, but a little drop of this in each side, rub it around, put it in the pool, wash it out. Make sure you wash it out so it doesn't go in your eyes. But it stops the inside from fogging up. So that was a huge tip for me, because especially when we go up to the lake, which I'll show you guys later on in the season, or we go to sea swims and stuff, you don't really have time mid-swim to kind of take them off and wash them out. And it's pretty annoying if you can't see. That is it for my bag. I will take pictures of stuff and put it up just so you guys can actually see, perhaps at the end of the video. That is the kit, along with a towel and a spare change of clothes, that I take for pool swims usually. The swimming costume, which I've left out, is actually sopping wet, but it's a black Speedo, it's shorts, they look like a tight pair of tights, like cycling shorts, and those I'll just wear for training. I'll obviously just take a spare change of clothes after that, and a towel for pool training and stuff like that. During triathlons, this tri-suit is made by 2XU, and it is a sleeveless version of the suit. You do get one with full sleeves. The short sleeve is like for short courses and stuff, and the long sleeves are usually used in the longer races. I must say that although I like the suit, there are no complaints. It's a really good suit. It was super comfortable all the way through. I think I'm going to be more comfortable in the longer race with sleeves instead of without sleeves. You still have to apply sunscreen to your shoulders and stuff, but I do want to be a little bit more covered. And I think, I don't know, just with a t-shirt, although I wear vests often, I think it's going to be a little bit more comfy. This suit is obviously short-legged, and it's got a pad inside, stitched to the underneath and the back exactly like cycle shorts, so it will make the ride, whether it's a 80 or 180k ride, a lot more comfortable for you guys. You wear this with nothing underneath the entire race, and what I do is I put this on instead of my swimming costume, and I put a wetsuit over the top. This is the Orca S6. This is kind of a mid to entry level suit that I got. That is the top. That's the bottom. It's got a back zip and it's got the normal just Velcro, opens down the back. This says it's a size 8. I think at the moment, and I think I'm pretty close to what I was, I have been doing a little bit more weight training, but I'm 178 meters tall and I am about 81 kilograms, and this is a size 8. Fits me really well. You have to go in and try these wetsuits on before you buy them. I was super tempted to buy a wetsuit online. There were a lot of brands that weren't available here in Cape Town, South Africa, that I wanted to try, but even going to try this on, I was kind of put between two sizes and given the option. I asked to actually try on the smaller size, which actually ended up being a much better fit for me. So trying them on is probably the best idea. I've swam in the dam, I've swam in the sea with this thing. It is super comfortable. I've obviously like rented and owned surfing wetsuits, bodyboarding wetsuits before, and there's certain panels in this wetsuit that allow, one for buoyancy, but two for like movement. So you can actually move your elbows and you can move your shoulder joints and stuff like that a little bit more easier in a wetsuit like this, as opposed to a surfing wetsuit. Another thing is it's obviously different levels of thickness throughout the arms and throughout the shoulder, the back, and throughout the legs, just so that you hold a little bit better angle in the water as you're going through. People that obviously have different styles of swimming will get different styles of suits. If you're professional, sometimes they don't alter your position in the water, just because the pros are usually really good at swimming and they've got a really good natural position in the water, and they don't want extra pieces trying to pull them up or alter their position. So there's a lot that goes into picking a suit, but these Orca suits I find are really, really good, and yeah, it's just worked really well for me. So that is basically the suit that's worn over that, and I'll go through also, I'll do a video on transitions and stuff like that for you, those of you who'd like to see that. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, please give me a shout in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the video. As I say, the ultra trail will be up until my ultra race, and then I'll kind of switch over to some triathlon based training. I'll also go to the gym and I'll do some strength training, and I've got some health and fitness stuff planned, tracking macros, cutting down, dieting, stuff like that to show you guys as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next week.